What's up, ladies and gents, it's I Eat Paint here, and today I want to talk to you about a game called ULTRAKILL. I'm a little late about this game, but I want to talk about it nonetheless because it's shaping up to be one of my favorite games that I've played this year. ULTRAKILL is an early access movement-based shooter, almost comparable to Doom, made by developer RC Patala and published by New Blood Interactive. Humanity has gone extinct, you're a fucking robot, and you're going on a rampage into the depths of hell. Sounds vaguely familiar, right? The main selling point of this game is the unique and responsive movement coupled with addictingly fast-paced rip-and-tear style action. When I played Doom Eternal, I wasn't a huge fan of it and didn't end up playing very far into the game, but the idea of a game that you can just hop onto to fuck some shit up for a bit has always been very appealing. The game is extremely fast-paced and consistently throwing you into more carnage. The weapons feel nice to use, and the right-click abilities they have are also pretty sick. One of the pistols has an ability where you flip a coin into the air, and if you can shoot the coin, your bullet ricochets directly at an enemy. I thought that was a pretty fun idea. There's a few weapons in the game to keep you occupied, each with a left-click attack and a right-click attack. There's actually 4 types of weapons, each having some variations to it. And it looks like there's also plans to add more in the future, because in that little machine before you start the level, there's some that say under construction, and on the wiki it doesn't say anything about these weapons, so it looks like they're there as a placeholder so they can add more. One of these types of weapons are other robots' arms, which function as melee weapons, each of these also having a special ability to go along with it, plus you get to rip them off the other fucking robots you kill, which is pretty neat. The way you unlock weapons is via a point system, where you're awarded points based on how quick you do the level, how many enemies you kill, and something called style points, which I'll talk about a bit later. They also did a fairly good job on the enemies you face in this game. There's a fairly expansive variety of them in the game so far. All of them have their own mechanics and different ways to kill you, each of which is pretty fun to learn and fight against. They progressively get harder as you progress in the game, like you'd expect, and if you're anything like me, they will fuck you up. A lot. But you'll love it. It's a fun time. There's angels, demons, robots, and all that type of good shit, and a good variety of boss fights too. They were really creative with their enemy design, and the way they made them look really meshes well with the old school aesthetic of the game. Some of the bosses you face early on in the game later return as normal enemies, which kind of keeps the gameplay challenging as you get a little better at the game and get more used to the movement and stuff. But overall, the enemy design is really good in this game, and I like the way they did it. The hordes of enemies are just really fun to tear through and do some damage to and all that. It's really well done. Now on to the movement aspect of the game. The movement in this game is insanely fun, and it seems like they knew what they were doing when they set out to design it. It's very responsive and can be utilized in a lot of different ways, and it just keeps the game moving at a really good pace. You can slide, dash, slam to the ground, jump, as well as digging into walls and sliding down them, and wall jumping. You can combo these movements in a lot of different ways, and it gives you a lot of options for how you want to move around and dodge attacks and stuff. The movement in this game is just some of the best I've seen, in my opinion. I can't stress how good it feels, and video doesn't really do it justice. It's just so well put together, and I've been having a lot of fun getting to know it. The style ranking system I was talking about earlier is kind of similar to that of Devil May Cry, based on your movement and actions, which is part of what helps the game determine how many points you get at the end of the level. The movement complements the style system really well, and it makes you feel great when you're doing good. The way the style system in this game is just fucking amazing. It's so goddamn satisfying to hit a good combo and see a good style rank pop up on your screen. Instant dopamine hit. The better you chain your actions together, the higher style rank you achieve, and the highest of them is being an ULTRAKILL, which is where it gets the name from. In short, to answer the question, is it worth it to buy ULTRAKILL? Yeah, for sure. If you like fast-paced games with advanced movement, or if you're a fan of like arena shooters and stuff like that, I would highly recommend this game. I haven't had this much fun in a game in a while. It's a game that you could just pick up for something to just relax a bit and play, but it's also challenging enough to keep you interested, and the aesthetic of the game suits it really well. The soundtrack is pretty sick. I mean, for 20 bucks on Steam, you'll probably get your playtime out of it and then some, and it's only in beta, so there's more to be added in the future. I can't recommend this game enough, really. It's definitely worth it. Anyway, that wraps things up for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'm still fairly new to the whole YouTube thing, so a like is always appreciated, and if you want to see more of my content, you can always subscribe. Hope to see you guys on my next video. Bye.